soup on. All I ever think about is good soup on. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs, where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The good soup on. All I ever think about is good soup on. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs, where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The good soup line.
The Good Soup is live at the one and only Smart Castle in Leonardo, New Jersey.
Shit.
Welcome to the Good Soup Live. I am your host, Adented Can, aka Bill. To my right is my lovely wife, Angelina, aka Ginger Snaps, and Johnny, aka Finger Cuffs.
We have a lot.
Ow.
We're getting a lot of names now.
The show is brought to you every time. I can't
Every
ever make
single
it through
time.
the intro. The show is brought to you in part by Heady Candles. You can check them out at headycandles.com. Take 20% off of your purchase if you use the code GOODSOUP at checkout.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Good job. You got it that time.
And we do this show to benefit Child's Play Charity. Child's Play Charity puts video games in the hands of kids in hospitals. So it's a win.
Check them out. Child's
Yes.
Play Charity.
.org.
Yes. Good stuff. So how's everybody's week been? It's been a while since we've been here.
It's
A week. It's been a week and it's been over a week.
A week and 3 days.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah,
Podcast all day?
All day, every day. So I don't have to work at my job anymore.
Yeah, a DDAP.
Yes,
All day I dream about podcasts.
Yes. A DDAP. That's exactly what I want to do.
All right.
All right. So
What's up, Johnny?
What are we talking about
What's
tonight?
going on, man? Should I lean in?
You can lean in.
The
We
mic
can just do
distance, I
this.
think, is
See, I'm naturally loud, so it just picks me up left and right.
So I see you on Facebook all the time. You're getting it in, dude, right?
Yeah, that's my girl. She loves to put stuff up there. It's sometimes the treadmill. I put the treadmill up because I'm going further each time, and but it's not like I'm taking a picture of myself all sweaty and everything, right? It's just
You
a
should
treadmill.
be, but you should be though.
Doing
Some people
the
should-
swole
love
shots.
shit, though.
Thirst trap it up when you do it. Exactly.
Thirst traps all day.
I went almost 3 miles. I mean, that's pretty good for me. I mean, I used to be in shape, if you can tell. I mean, kind of, maybe. I was strong. I was a
Indented
strong
Batman,
kid.
ladies and gentlemen.
I was a strong
Yes.
kid. And so I'm just putting, if I go a little further, I'm gonna go tomorrow night. And if I go a little further, I'm gonna put that up too.
See, you know
If
what?
I don't go further, I won't put it up.
Listen, man, I give you all the credit in the world because I'm let's see, we joined Planet Fitness a month ago.
Yeah.
I haven't gone once yet.
Yeah. No. I haven't.
Yeah,
I
I'm not.
I mean,
I don't have any.
It's that
time.
motivation because I'm always going tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
If I can just, if I can just say this right. I mean, I didn't want to go because I didn't want to go, but I went. So I went a couple times, and it sucked. I was sore and stuff and everything like you normally would be at 50 years old.
Yes.
But now it's like I feel like the juices of coming back in my
It's
body.
a flowing
like-
through your body
but
now.
the only bad thing is I just feel like if somebody says something to me, I would just jump on them, but not like what I mean.
Oh, man.
Fuck this out.
He's getting the rage.
Whoop his ass.
One of us gonna crack a joke, Johnny. Be like, "Don't you fucking."
I'm getting a little excited and fired up.
You see, I can walk 8 miles at work every day. You put me on a treadmill for 20 seconds and I'm wheezing.
Dude, it's so bad, yo.
I'm
It
like
is so
bright
bad.
red.
I sound
Eating
like
my
Darth Vader
life.
when I'm laying in bed
Yeah.
sometimes.
I find it hard to give a shit. I really do, man. I want to eat healthy. I ask her. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, he imagines healthy
Yeah,
food and then he
I
shoves
imagine-
pizza in
yeah,
his mouth.
and then I look at the pepperoni and I'm like, just
One more piece of
amazing.
pizza.
Don't ask me. I don't know how I do it, but somehow I literally haven't had pizza. I haven't had bread. I haven't had, in 2.5 months.
Oh, that's pretty
a
good.
little
That's
over 2
self-control. I had
A
2
little over
bagels
2
today,
months.
so yeah.
So you know what I mean? I don't know. Now I'm working out, so I'm like, I'm not saying I feel like a kid, but
no kid stuff for you.
like a busted up, but I do feel better. I do.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I got to get there. I really do. We've been talking about it, and like, I'm bitching. I caught myself in the last live bitching about working 3 days a week, and like literally, I listen to it every day, and I'm like, yeah, it's a little.
You got a
it's
few
rough.
days off that you can go to the gym.
But it's not even about the few days off to go to the gym. It's about the fact that I'm getting tired from working that little. You know what I mean? Like,
Listen,
I'm looking at it going, maybe
I
you
got like
should.
daggers
Listen,
coming out of my eyeballs right now.
I know, like Big Aaron said, I'm probably not even doing it right what I'm doing when I go, but as long as you sweat,
Yeah.
it's you're doing.
But you're also moving
what
too.
I mean?
Movement is good. I mean,
I sweat when I take
sitting-
the dogs out.
I mean, that's movement, if you want to call it movement.
And if you want to smoke a little something to go on a treadmill, dude, that's.
Hey, a lot of people do that, though.
Yeah, that helps.
They smoke like a nice sativa and they get on the treadmill and their like
Probably
heart
walk-
rate is like 180.
10, 15 miles.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You dangle the pizza far enough away and then
Yeah.
that's not fair.
that is totally fair. I could give you like the pizza spotlight from our house and you can walk from Planet Fitness.
So actually, we wanted to talk about, and I want to get people in the comments involved in these lives. So we were talking about our favorite pizza spot when we got on the subject of why I'm still fat.
Yes.
And I don't know if you hung out in the Freehold area, right?
Yeah, I love.
Well, that's where you grew up, right?
I grew up in Freehold. Yeah, well, I grew up in Howell, but right on the border.
See, I don't know if you would have had the place Taverna up in Spotswood, but they were like really
Oh.
big in the Monmouth County, Middlesex County area.
I don't think I've been.
Well, they don't exist anymore. That was another childhood dream that was broken.
We had two of them, man. There was two banging pizza shops here that I just found out don't exist anymore. They went out of business. I was like, come on.
So there's Caferro's in South River,
Yeah,
which
that
he
was
brought
a
me to
small
on one of
spot.
our first dates, and it was so good. And they used to cut the pizza with a giant pair of scissors. Yeah, it was cool. And when we moved back to the area, he actually went over there and he sold it. And he called me in tears, and he's like, "Can you believe it?"
Caferro's was like this. It was weird. It was this old school, like almost square, but still kind of a circle.
It was not square. It was like a blobular mess.
And
that
they cut it with scissors.
Yeah.
And they made everything with every aspect of the pizza was made with sugar in it. So like the dough had sugar, the cheese had sugar in it. It was real good. People either loved it or completely and utterly fucking hated it. There was no middle ground.
I was at the Court Jester.
Oh,
what's
in
today?
Freehold,
Today's-
the
today-
one in
No, it-
Manalapan's terrible.
In
There's one-
Mattawan.
Oh, Mattawan.
Yeah, no,
I
was
love
in Freehold.
Maryland.
I was definitely
The one in
My-
Freehold. I like the one in Freehold.
My buddy and his wife met us there, and she was talking about a pizzeria in the Atlantic Highlands. Big Earn, a pizzeria. Should I say it is Franny's or Franny's Pizza? You know it?
Yeah, I used to work there.
Okay, yeah. She's
Jesus.
she's tight with the woman that owns it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Shout out to the pizzerias in New
Franny's
Jersey.
Pizza.
Right?
Yeah, you worked at like
yeah.
almost every pizzeria in Middlesex County.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but we have if you listen to that guy who does the pizza reviews on Facebook.
There's a guy who does pizza.
Yeah, he
reviews.
does
That
it
was
for
my
New
idea.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's, he goes.
One of
on,
ours in
yeah.
South Amboy is on there.
Which
Actually,
one?
two. Amano's and Scorantino's.
Scorantino's.
Yeah,
Scorantino's is
pretty
real good too. That's a shout out to the hometown.
Yeah,
But we have two Federicis in Freehold. One is a Frankie Feds, and the other one is the original Federicis. And
You have a pizzeria called Frankie's Feds.
Frankie
Frankie
Feds.
Feds.
Frankie Feds.
Mhm.
Frankie talked to the Feds.
Yeah. That's exactly what that
That's
sounds like.
exactly where my head was going. I was like,
So that's pretty good pizza. I haven't had it in 3 months, but I miss it. But yeah, that's good. And then you have Pete Nelda's, right? That's good stuff.
Pete
too.
Nelda's is good. I like
Yeah.
Pete Nelda's.
Yeah.
all right. So I've taken her to this little place. It's in Monroe Township, and it's not their food. I mean, their food is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's called Tomato Pies, and it's in Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But
I've
have you
never
seen?
been, but I've
If
heard
you
of
go in there, they have whatever. What kind of art is it, Christian?
It's like
What kind of art is
caricature.
it? Like the Secret Stashes logo is. You know what I mean? Like
Like
that kind of.
caricatures.
Yeah, is that what it is? Caricature.
Yeah.
Well, they have one, but it's like the Last Supper, but it's with all like the wise guys, but they're characters, but it's like a 3D thing, like the sign at your guys at the store. You know what I mean? Where it like
Okay.
pops out. I'm like, how much
Yeah,
did
they
that
have-
cost to put in this pizzeria?
And it's
Like,
all over the pizzeria. It's like on the
it
table.
goes all the way around the whole thing. I'm like, dude, it's the craziest thing. If you ever get a chance, you got to go see it.
Well, pizza, you can make a lot of money selling pizza if you have good pizza. I mean,
You have good pizza,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of shitty pizza in
I
New
mean,
Jersey too.
they say pizza's like.
They do.
Jersey
When
does have the
all
best pizza.
So when we lived in Maryland, we searched high and low for the best pizzeria. We found one place that was decent, and they went out of business.
Oh,
And it was like the only pizza. We went to so many pizzerias
then
between
you have to go to
Delaware.
Domino's.
No.
No, even they
No.
were horrible.
Yeah.
Like it was something about like the way they just how do I say this?
Water.
It's not the water.
It's
It's
not
that they
even
don't
the
give
water.
a fuck. That's what it is.
It was like taking a boboli and sticking sauce on it, and it just is ass.
When you make pizza dough, like you need a lot of water to do it. So
Yeah, no.
some have speculated that different waters in different areas can affect
Oh,
the pizza.
I've heard that, but from here to Maryland,
Maryland water's ass anyway, so there's that.
Well,
I
they
mean, it's
say
just-
it's like Jersey water.
Anheuser, I don't know if it's Anheuser-Busch anymore, right? In Newark.
yeah, it used
Yeah,
to
it
be
is.
Anheuser-Busch,
It-
yeah.
they say that plant was built there because of the water in Newark is so.
Well, that's why like New York bagels taste so good because of the water.
Because it's made with pond scum.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they-
Staten Island bagels taste like
Can I
Staten
say
Island.
Can I say my pizza joke? They say
Go ahead.
pizza's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's good.
There you go.
That's cheesy, dog.
We were talking about corny jokes.
Nobody caught the subtle dad joke. That's cheesy, dude.
Yeah.
Now,
He chose to not acknowledge it.
Yeah.
wait, it's good. This
It's
is gonna get great.
better right
want-
now.
All right, I want Angie to tell her amazing joke that she told me the other day that I've been tearing her apart for. Hold on, for 3 days. I want you to tell your joke to the end, and then we will comment on your epic something.
Is it like totally long and stuff?
No,
No, it's the
not.
shortest
It's-
joke in
and
the
it-
world.
That's cool. Short jokes are good.
Go ahead, Ange. The spotlight's on you.
All right, so there's a kid wheeling a piece of cheese down the street, and he's pushing the cheese down the street, and he gets to a hill, and it starts running away from him. So he starts running behind it, screaming, "That's nacho cheese! It's nacho cheese!"
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I told you. How are you going to
Yeah.
fuck up the nacho cheese joke, yo? Yeah. Oh,
The building is emptying out.
oh, God.
He turns to me and he
Dude.
tells the real version of the joke.
So I tell her, I tell her how the nacho cheese joke, actually goes, and she's looking at me like this, and I'm like, yeah, wait, how many people have you told that joke to?
I said, since I've been a kid.
That's yeah. You can actually
Bro.
tell that joke multiple ways.
Yes, but like in
I've
my
heard, like,
mind,
Yeah,
I
but-
picture a small child pushing a wheel of cheese down the street with a stick.
Dude, I think you beat that punchline with a stick.
No, it was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I have been
Yo.
getting tortured since last
Oh
week
my
about
God.
this joke.
To be fair, to be fair, if I would have said some shit like that to you,
Oh, I would have ripped you apart. I would.
there would have been no mercy, kid.
Yeah, but in my mind, this is what I picture, and you just.
I cannot wait to make a t-shirt with it's gonna have a little kid beating a wheel of cheese to death with a stick, and it's gonna say nacho cheese rusted.
See,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell good jokes in front of like.
I
a
suck
crowd
at
of
telling
people,
jokes.
Even though there's no crowd right here, but
There's a digital crowd. You have
there's
to.
people watching.
It's like the Matrix. You got to see the ones and O's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's called
Maybe
mushrooms too.
maybe
but-
if we can fill this place up, then we'll be doing something.
Yeah,
I could fill this place up, man.
we filled it up for the live stream with some people.
I mean, not halfway.
Yeah,
It's like half the room was full.
it was all right though. I mean,
Yeah.
but I could tell bad jokes all night long if you want.
No,
I
that
mean,
was
everybody will
so
leave.
much fun.
But listen,
Everybody will leave what?
The more you do it, like anything else, you're gonna get funnier. You're gonna get a little better. You're gonna
No, I can tell
More
jokes till I'm
relaxed.
blue in the face, and they're still all bad all the time. I can't tell a joke.
Yeah,
Yo,
but
you know what the
should've
problem
told
is?
me about the nacho cheese one because I would have said maybe we should.
I mean,
switch it up a
telling
little.
all right, listen. So telling that corny ass joke is bad enough, but then to murder it like that.
Yeah, I murdered it. I beat it to
Who
death
was
with that
yelling about the
stick.
cheese?
The kid.
But
He's-
why? Who asked? No, nobody cared.
Nobody
Nobody
asked about
cared.
him.
Nobody
No,
cared.
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Would you tell that to a patient that was in ICU?
I would just say it's nacho cheese. Go away.
ICU.
like
Whenever I hear that, whenever I hear ICU, I think of I know it's intensive care, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's just like I see you. You know what I mean? That's like I see you, and it's like.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's
like-
like the I cup, ICUP. See, there you go.
I see.
There's another one
Or
for you.
what about Tiger's Revenge by Claude Balls?
What?
What about if you want to get stupid, like
Can we-
Wilma.
can we
my buddy
please-
moved to North Carolina and he had a neighbor named Wilma. You know what her last name was?
What?
Dick Fit.
Oh no.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
gonna.
I mean, you can
we
do those all
yeah,
day.
we can definitely do those all day. You're
Wow.
not.
Anita, the one chick
No.
named Anita.
Anita Ho? Is that what's going on here?
Anita Moorcock.
Anita Frank.
Yo. So we're gonna call this. I think I had a stroke.
We'll call this
This
a bad one.
segment.
This is gonna get edited out for the Apple podcast.
Oh my God, that's right. The Apple is a.
This is on Apple.
We're on Apple.
Yes.
PG-13.
No, Apple. All right.
What did he say?
Is it PG-13?
PG-13?
No,
No.
we're under explicit. Yes, we are under explicit podcasts, and that's okay.
Yeah, you couldn't put this under a PG-13. It would never work.
I mean, you could, but you have to edit out the.
It's for the children.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
for
it's
the kids.
children.
Well, no,
we
it's
should
not.
probably do a commercial break
Yeah,
at
well,
this
just
point.
because
It's only
just
7:15.
because
Oh.
all the proceeds go to the kids, but they don't actually have to listen to it, right?
No, they don't.
They should.
I mean, we prefer you did.
No,
If
I
they
mean,
were
the kids, the
18
poor
and
kids,
above.
They just want to.
Oh no, the kids
Yeah.
don't listen to it. No.
No.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
show is to raise
Benefit,
awareness
yes.
to adults of a charity called Child's Play Charity that gives video
Yes.
games to kids in
That's
hospitals.
As
The
long as
kids
they
should
get
not be
video
watching
games.
this show.
Or listening. No.
Yeah, please.
But most kids have an iPhone, so they're not stupid. Yeah.
I have an Android.
Yeah,
I
that's.
sometimes I feel different with an Android.
You are different.
You are different.
Take your
I know.
bastard child phone over there.
haven't-
Your
I
green
haven't-
robot.
I have an
Nah,
S.
Johnny, I'm with you, bro. Android's for the win.
Yeah.
Androids for the win.
Okay, to be fair, Androids do take good pictures, especially if you have a.
Yes,
Samsung
phone takes
Galaxy.
decent pictures. It really
Yes.
does. I have an S9, and that's an old one now.
That is an old one.
Weren't those the ones that exploded? The
Yeah, I
S9?
think
Was
it's
that the one that
flew in
fucking?
I think it
Hey, my
flew
phone
in my
almost
pocket,
exploded.
Yo. So listen. So actually, we're taking my son. Was it last year to a video game conference thing?
Yes.
Like not a conference. what's it?
Video
convention.
con. Yes.
Con. Yeah, it's not conference.
It was a gamer
but
conference.
it was a gamer convention.
Yes.
But anyway, so she had just gotten the brand new at the time brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Yeah.
Bro, we had this thing on the charger for all of 3 seconds, and the thing is blazing hot to the point where you can't even touch it.
Yeah, I've felt the phone pretty hot. Not that hot, but
Well, no, we
hot.
took it to the Apple store, right? Oh, they plug it in, and within 3 seconds, the representative is like, "Everybody, back away from the counter."
So then they took my phone in this strange plastic bag into the back of Apple for like 6 hours. And they're like, we're not going to give you a new phone. We're just going to rebuild it. And I'm like, okay, so when it starts heating up again, what's going to happen? They're like, just bring it back. I shit you not. I left the store. As soon as I plug it into the charger, it starts getting hot.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
like-
it never went back
everybody-
to that. It's not as bad.
It's still pretty bad though.
It's not that bad.
Everybody, you couldn't. I mean, I'm 50 years old, and I've only had a cell phone for what? How long have I had a cell phone? I mean, maybe I don't want to say 20 years.
I had my first one was a phone in a bag you got from AAA that you would get when you went
Your
and you had to
would make you walk around
and
with
you
that.
had a phone in a
Embarrassment.
bag under your front seat and you would have to stop the car and put it on top of the car with the
What year?
antenna.
What year do you think that was?
Like 1995,
Nah, it wasn't
No,
95. Your
yeah,
parents.
I don't think I
95.
had-
I
I
had
had
a
a cell
bag
phone till,
phone. Yeah,
I don't think I had a cell phone until like maybe 99. No,
I
that
got-
was a Nokia. I had a Nokia.
I got my
99.
first phone when Voice Stream was still a thing.
I don't know what voice
before-
stream is. What
It
is
was
that?
before- that was T-Mobile before T-Mobile. It was Voice Stream.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's like I say, it's like when I was a kid, I guess you guys are younger. So when I was a kid, it was like motorcycles in the woods, and then like the only time we played video games was at night when we
We
had to
only
go in the
played video
house, you know
games
what I
in the
mean?
summertime once in a blue moon at my grandmother's.
So now it's like even me. I mean, I'm on my phone, like I like my phone. You know what I mean? I do.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the same way, but like I didn't get to play video games in proportion like I would like to either, because I grew up in a house with 3 children, so it was just the constant battle, and you never know when.
Your brother and your sister.
Oh yeah, and it gets to the point where you're just like, you guys play. I'll sit back here and
Do whatever you're doing.
Play with toy wrestlers.
I'm on my phone all the time. I get yelled at for being on my phone all the time. He gets pissed at me for being on my phone all the time.
Bro. Yo, like our daughter could be literally like falling down the stairs on fire with like 6 knives in her hand at the same time. And this one will be sitting there like,
It's my crystal scooping videos.
Yeah, you know, that's it's tough. It's tough to put it down sometimes.
it's bad.
It is, especially if you have anxiety. It helps with that.
No,
You
it
don't-
doesn't
You
help
don't have to
with
pay
that.
attention to what's going on around you. It's like a distraction. See, that's why I do
Yeah,
it.
I was watching. I like to watch videos, like music videos, and I was watching Phil Collins sing "Against All Odds" on freaking
Yeah.
at Live Aid on stage.
At Live Aid,
Dude, watch
that's a
that-
big
watch
show.
Him do that. Watch him do that, and he's young. That's 1985. I want to say.
We watched a Phil Collins
That's-
video a
that's
couple
badass.
weeks ago of
Mhm.
him now, and we obviously he can't play anymore, and
That's
he's
right, he
had to
felt banged
he
up.
has to
Yeah.
sit in a chair on stage, and I'm like,
but I tell you what, he could still
He can
pump out those
still-
vocals.
yes, he can still pump out the vocals. It was just kind of depressing. I felt bad for him. I was like,
He's
oh
old.
man,
He's
But-
old.
How old is he? Probably 70.
I can't believe they're carting Ozzy back
80.
out again. You heard about this?
What is it?
Apparently, Ozzy's gonna do another show.
what? Why?
I'm like, dude, why are they still carting you out on stage?
I've seen Ozzy
He's,
live more
people
times
still,
than I can
people
count.
still want to see him. He is, you know what I mean.
He's-
He's had a tough go.
I mean, yeah.
he
well,
wrecked a 4-wheeler in like on his estate. In
Yeah, he
like,
did.
In like England somewhere. He's got like this huge estate, and he crashed it.
He broke
was
like
all
his
banged up.
collarbone, part of his neck. Yeah, he rolled the entire thing on top of him.
You're looking like the crypt keeper up there.
Well,
dude.
yeah, and then
Yeah, I like Ozzy. Ozzy's.
Oh, he's
I
funny
saw
as hell.
Ozzy with Iron Maiden at Ozfest. It was probably the best show I've ever been to.
I never
Who
saw.
are
an
you?
Ozfest. I never saw an Ozfest.
I've been to like 7 or 8 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. See, he doesn't like that. So
I don't do the
Rush.
whole
I saw Rush at PMC. That was
Rush.
That was pretty good.
Slap at the face.
Oh yeah. What movie?
Well, you're-
That was,
I love you, man. I love that
yeah,
fucking
that was,
movie. I really
that
do.
was-
I do. Slap at the face, man. Why do you
his-
sound like a
his-
leprechaun?
The chick he was gonna marry was just looking at him like.
Yeah, like yeah,
He's
you're a
like-
fucking jerk
Oh,
off,
we
aren't
just
you?
watched that not too long ago. That
These are
movie's
friends.
funny. Yeah.
Dude, you should see the look she gets, like the utter look of disgust she'll get when I'm out here like filming promo videos. After like I'm sitting there dancing around like a retard, and she's like, you could look and see she's like, why am I with you?
No, my
Well, actually,
favorite.
You're not a bad looking dude, man.
Yeah, but I mean, but I
know,
act
right?
like a ridiculous child on the regular for
Just put
'cause
your
I'm an
hair-
attention
put your-
whore.
you should-
Yeah,
I think
well.
you should put your hair back to the normal color.
nah,
To
man.
brown? We did that.
Nah. It's-
No.
It wouldn't be fair to the
It's
emo
been
kids,
this-
bro, and that's what it's
been this
about.
Multitude of
That means
colors
I'm
for
gonna have to
like
dye my hair.
I want to say like how many years now? 3?
I'm actually terrified to see what it would look like if I grow it in. Because I mean, look, you gotta understand, man. Like, I have gray beard hair and like a lot of it coming in. I'm not ready to let the dream die yet, man. And how dare you for attacking me?
I'm gonna dye my hair even grayer.
Even grayer. I
All
dyed
right.
mine gray and
So
it failed
he-
miserably.
No, yeah, he went somewhere to have his hair dyed, and it did not turn out gray. It turned out green,
Well,
and he came home
and it was like
angry.
steps.
Yeah, and angry and pissed. And I tried to make it better, and it took me like I had to contact his ex-wife to help me do his hair gray because she like is an awesome expert at doing gray hair.
Yeah.
And like it took us like 6 tries to do it. His hair started falling out.
And then, like, listen, now it'll be all fine, and I'm willing to put in that time and that struggle to find that balance. But here's the problem: it looked gray for like 4 days, and then turned green as shit again. And
Yeah.
I was like,
So then
so
I'm
we
like,
just ran
it's-
with it. We went. I was like, you know, we're going aqua.
Yeah.
Everybody likes the aqua, and St. Patty's Day is coming up. The green
I
goes
like
well,
it. I know, I like it. You thought of
and I'm
like
punk rock.
Well,
And
what
that's
do
what
they
it
What
is.
do they say when you're driving the
the ambulance,
Yeah.
the
I mean, I know you're
wambulance.
not really
I had a
driving
hat.
the- Oh yeah,
A hat,
you wear a
yeah.
hat. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Green hair driving, looking like Lucky Charms driving a boo boo
You're
bus.
like, you're like, are we gonna make it?
Yo, I swear to God, yo, you keep doing that. I swear to you, I'm gonna
What?
black out one of my teeth. I'm gonna spike this up, and I'm gonna go out and be the crystal meth ambulance driver.
Yes, that would be excellent.
The,
What's the matter? You're not feeling good? You're not feeling? You feel all right?
Yeah, I've never tried meth, but I heard it's it's fun.
I have to do it. That's messed up.
That's messed up. We have to have one
Anytime
meth.
you
here.
talk about meth, You're gonna do it.
No, I've never done meth either, Johnny. I'm gonna be honest. Could you imagine?
The amount of
I mean, this is-
hyperactivity in you, and then add crystal meth to it. No,
I'm pretty sure I would spontaneously be pardon me. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it just combust.
So you said you played drums on that one song. That
Yes.
song I like that. Chevelle.
No.
Studio drummer.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's we don't really talk about that.
Nah, it's just a cover. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a cover.
Okay, yeah.
We're all good. But gave me a heart attack. No, it's it's real. I played on a lot of people's stuff, to be honest.
Where'd you pull that off of?
My shoe.
Oh, okay.
That's that ADHD. I saw a tag on my shoe, I had to rip it off in the middle of a taping.
Yeah.
This kind of shit only happens when I'm actually on the camera. Anyway, so yes, I played on a lot of people's. When I was younger, I was kind of I don't want to say big shit drummer, but I played on a lot of studio albums. I worked for a studio that recorded a lot of
Unnamed.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was awesome. I loved playing drums. I loved playing out. I tried to go back to it last year. I played a show. It was a 3-hour long show with 2 breaks. And I don't know if I almost had the same fate as your cousin after that show 4 years or 5 years ago.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? Like literally, I looked like no, and it's
yeah,
not.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
this
dead
is
serious.
not a joke. I was sure I was fucking dying. I got off stage and I was like,
All right. This is what happened.
She gave it a shot.
He was on stage and the sun was beating only on him, and he's playing his little heart out, and I'm watching him, and he's turning redder and redder
like
because your little heart was going to explode. And he was turning bright red. And by the time he was done, he did last song was Holding Out for a Hero, which is the Bonnie Tyler song.
We punked. Yeah, but they wanted it punked up.
So they wanted it punk. So he's up there playing, and I'm watching him, and he's like,
and it's all like snap blast beats,
puff,
I mean,
and he's bright red, and he stops, and he comes off the stage, and he's got this he's like an EMT shirt, but it's called the emo EMT. So he takes
one
that
of
off,
the failed
he takes his
TikTok
shirt off.
personas. We'll get into that later.
I take his heart rate. It's like 220. He can't
so
breathe.
bad.
I'm like, oh my God, where's the EMS at?
Yo, my hands, not from playing, like, cause you get beat up when you play like that, especially punk music. It just kicks the shit out of you. But they were like Mickey Mouse hands. They were like swollen and like boom, 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 boom for
And,
days.
like puffy and what? Yeah, it was bad.
And all I keep saying is, you ever see that movie? Christian, you might know this because you're a movie guy, right? What's that movie with Rainn? Is it Rainn Wilson where he's the drummer and then he in that band and then he winds up with his kids or his nephew's band, then gets famous. The Rocker.
Oh my God.
Yo, all I think about is the record executive from the movie The Rocker, where he's looking at the drummer who's old, like I'm getting, and he was like, "You guys got to replace him. I mean, he's practically in a full body cast. Just put him out of his misery."
Yeah,
I don't want to be that guy.
You haven't touched a drum set since that show.
Yeah, I stopped playing after that.
You have drums at home?
I did. They just they recently just got destroyed, so that's a win. We're gonna put it in the W column.
We had 2 drum sets, and they were in a flood at our old house. So
you know what? The only thing that sucks about it was they weren't worth any great deal of money. One was a little Ludwig pocket kit. You can replace it for $450. The other one, though, we got cheap. So technically speaking, it's worth $500.
But it was from the 80s.
It was a 1988 Tama Fibro Shell Swing Star kit, which means it was a fiberglass wood mix. They tried to make a wood alloy, as dumb as of an idea as that sounded, but they sounded really good. It was very Vinnie Paul, like Pantera type of sound. And I loved them. And unfortunately, they did not survive.
They didn't survive.
They look like marshmallows. They absorb so much water. They're all like puffy and weird looking now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Pantera's they're a little wild, right? The one song is like was it Walk?
Walk.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bow, bow, wow, wow.
Why don't you tell the people what you thought the
No,
lyrics
that's
of
not
Walker?
fair. All right.
You made me tell my nacho cheese joke.
Come on, you have
This
to
is
say
so
a bad
Yeah,
joke now.
go ahead.
embarrassing.
I said 3 bad jokes. She
Up
said
until,
one.
but that wasn't you. I told you this story. This didn't happen with her. Let's get that straight. Right at the gate. From the time I was like born, because in New Jersey, you hear walk the minute you're born, until I would say 15, 16 years old, I legitimately thought it was breathe, spit, walk.
Maybe did I hear that? Well,
Yeah,
if I
no.
had my
That's
complete
not
hearing.
the lyrics to the song.
It's not my proudest
It's
metalhead
respect.
moment.
It's respect, not breathe, spit, walk. It's respect.
You're losing mine by the second.
you're pretty tatted up, man, so you should definitely know
Your
Know your heart
Pantera.
rock.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. Yeah, no, that was bad. That one was bad. There was a couple other ones that are just as bad, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I sing the wrong lyrics to songs constantly, and I constantly am getting made fun of in the car all the time. He's like, "Wait, what did you just say?" I'm like, "I don't know. Something just came out."
Yeah,
of
but
my
you don't
mouth."
even say words. She'll literally just fake her way through, but loud as hell. So, she'll be like, driving down the road.
I mumble. It's because I'm
Yeah.
from Philly. I mumble.
That
It's felt like
John.
I have marbles in my mouth most of
You
the
got
time.
those Johns in your mouth.
I got
yo?
the Johns in my mouth.
What about like Foreigner? I want to know what love is.
I want to know what
That's a
love
good song.
is.
Yeah, and then she'd be like, "Slam, slam, slam, slam."
Yeah. See, that's
I
the
don't know
exact
all the
lyrics.
words,
to
but I can sing some of it.
But like, you ever like have somebody like she'll like literally like she puts like emotion in the singing. And honey,
Yeah.
I love you to death, and please don't get mad, but you can't sing for shit.
I know I can't.
You're tone deaf.
I love it. I sound amazing in the shower, and that's about it. Even
Why-
our
why
own,
did- Why does it sound better in the shower sometimes?
because no one's in there. Yeah.
What was that?
It's better
Better
acoustics for my awful
acoustics.
singing. So like my
I have
daughter,
a shower joke, but it might be way too much.
You put a
Go
lot
for
of.
it.
There's no such
There's
thing as
no
too much
such
on
thing
this
as too much.
quality program. Go ahead, Johnny.
No. I would not. It's pretty nasty.
Yo, you got the nacho cheese. No, you know what? You're
No,
right.
this is way beyond.
Hey.
nacho
If Johnny's
cheese.
saying it's too much, I think it might be too much for you. But I'll tell you guys what. If you spam the chat with hearts right now and we get enough, Johnny will tell it next week.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's pretty.
We need to get
Pretty
some stuff
raunchy.
going here.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking
But,
to see who's in our chat right now. Oh, we have just 2 people. That's it.
It's okay.
Oh my god, we gotta start saying some wild shit, man.
Wild shit. What, you don't think this has been wild enough? Now we should actually probably, we got to pay the bills real quick.
Yes, we do.
It's a short time this time. Tonight we are brought to you in part by Hetty Candles. You can check out Hetty Candles and their awesome line of odor eliminating candles. Bucky's room.
Bucky's odor
Thank you.
eliminators, which are my absolute favorite. You can also get a dented candle, which is pineapple coconut and smells amazing.
It is. It is dope. I'm
If
not
you
gonna
go
lie.
to Hetty Candles and type in good soup, you'll get 20% off your order. And I love their room sprays. I love their candles. I probably use the room sprays, like I said, every single day because our dogs just rip ass and it just covers it up and it's
Sparkle
wonderful. Sparkle
Sparker.
fart actually on this one. Yeah, no, our dog definitely sparkle barked on the bed the other day, and I was like, "What the?"
Oh, yo, she was so
heck?"
pissed. I thought she was gonna kill him.
Yeah,
Because you gotta remember, it's like 2:30 in the morning. We're sleeping. He just prances up over us.
he's little.
then yaks.
Little.
Like I said, I grew up with all kinds of dogs and stuff. But when a dog, you smell them, you smell the farts, but you rarely hear the dog. fart.
Yeah, our dog's an
But
asshole
you'll smell
like
it.
that.
But
You
Yes.
smell it like they'll do it, but you don't really hear it.
She cropped us. Our big dog cropped us constantly. It's so bad, and you're like, "What the hell was that?" Yeah, or she'll be laying on top of me because she likes to lay on me, and her ass is here, and I'm like, so then Bucky's odor eliminators comes in, and I'm just
Oh
spraying
shit, that's right.
away.
We were supposed to be doing that. So check
Yes.
them out at hettycandles.com.
Yeah,
I
just
Use
did
your
that.
coupon code good soup at checkout. You'll get 20% off your order. We are also in part brought to you by Shameless Hemp Company. It's a sustainable hemp clothing line brand, and they actually
Yes.
are some good designs. They sent me an awesome shirt, so thank you guys for that.
You're gonna see it next week when we bring it.
Yes, next week we'll bring it. And we just got to wait for their write up actually to get everything. But you can get them
And you
at
can follow them on
shamelesshempcompany.com.
Facebook. Yes, and you can follow them on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I think that's it.
I think that's it today. And Child's
Oh,
Play.
Child's Play charity, obviously, and I forgot to do this. I wanted to put out a thank you to Title Holder,
Oh,
who
our
wrote
theme
our
song.
awesome theme song. I don't know if you guys heard it at the beginning of the show. I'll have Christian play it again at the end of the show before he clicks out of the live stream. Or you can check it out. It's in there's an Instagram post with it, a Facebook post
Yeah,
with
he
it.
did a few comments for us on Facebook too.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
cool.
I think on TikTok also.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah. And so definitely check out Title Holder. They're a New York State punk and ska band. And
Yeah.
we couldn't think of a better way to do an intro.
I love it. I think it's great.
It's
It's very catchy.
Yeah, good luck with
You
that.
find
And you're-
yourself singing it in the car, and you're
I
like,
think I heard finger
"It's good."
cups.
Smells like-"
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
says
did.
finger
I'm
cups in
Ginger
there.
Snaps. He's a dented can.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, we couldn't resist putting the finger cuffs in there too.
Yeah. So it's a pretty repetitive, catchy song, and I like it. I think it sounds good.
I did. My father would always say, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing? You you with Kevin, you know, you got more than 1 foot in the door. You got your whole foot. You got some, and he's like, do something with it. Do something. I'm like, Pops, man, you know why actors get paid so much money? Because it's fucking hard.
Yeah, I
know.
know.
And my dad was like, what do you think? What do you think? Kevin's just going to come and knock on the door one day and say he wants to take care of you? And I'm like, I hope. But yeah, my dad
Where's those adoption papers?
Yeah. Would always be like, you got to try something. And you know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know, you know, this is pretty cool because, you know, there's a camera, you know what I mean? So we're definitely in front of a camera.
Yeah. Yeah. And people like us, they listen to us and they subscribe.
And they rate the podcast for 5 stars, right, guys? You rate the podcast for 5 stars, right?
Yes. And we'll even come up with better jokes.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with better nacho cheese jokes.
I'll kill both of you.
So yeah, my pops was like, you know, you gotta try, blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, you know, I don't know, I should have, I could have. I mean, just like,
well, you're up here trying with us.
He tried to make me an athlete. You know what I mean?
I tried that. That sucked. I hated it. I tried. I'm gonna lament on that for a second.
I was a pretty good football player, but I just never read the playbook. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like, and when I hit people, I mean, I hit them.
He said I hit him.
You know what I mean? But I didn't read the playbook, so you know the quarterback would have to call the play.
And you're like, I have no fucking clue what you're doing.
He'd be like, Will Young, okay, you're gonna go over here and here, and it would take like, you know, an extra like 30 seconds, and we'd get a penalty and stuff. And but I was like all bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I rode the pine pretty hard.
Yeah?
Yeah. I played basketball and I wasn't good because I was short.
Is that what you call it?
Riding the pine. Riding the pine.
Just sitting there.
Yeah. I played soccer. I was actually okay at soccer because I was short.
I was pretty good at soccer too. Yeah, I played soccer. Yeah.
Soccer's fun.
But I tried to get on the you know, I was okay with like Farmingdale Howell soccer, you know, but then my dad's like, no, you're gonna go to a traveling team.
Yeah, what is it with the parents and the travel team?
I
freaking hated it.
And they're like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't play like organized sports like that really.
You just banged on drums.
Well, I banged on drums, but like my athleticism, and there is a great deal of it if you can't tell with this physique, but I did BMX, like the bike tricks and stuff.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you did motocross
here's the thing.
too.
Wait, hear me out.
I used to have a red line and a PK Ripper.
Yeah, a PK Ripper. But I wasn't like, I wanted to be that dude that, like, you know, you remember those kids in your school, they were like 14 years old and they're like doing like, you know, 360 fucking manuals and spinning their handlebars around. I wanted to be that guy, but I didn't have the balance or skill to pull it off.
So you ate the fucking.
So I have.
Did you eat the,
I have.
did
Yes,
you eat
I have
the cement all the time.
I have scars down both of my legs from eating the shit every single weekend.
You know,
because when I put my mind to something, we're not giving up until
something's broken.
Until something's broken.
Yeah.
You know, the X Games now with the guys on the motorcycles in like nitro circus.
I did that stuff.
Those guys are the one guy. I was just watching it last night or yesterday. The guy did, I want to say five backflips.
Oh no, I didn't do that stuff
on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but those guys are insane.
You know what I mean? I've never seen anything like it. And they were like going crazy because it was like one of the first time, you know, that's ever been done. I think I remember when I was a kid.
Did he do it in the foam basket, or did he just do it and then land it on a dirt jump?
No, he landed on a ramp going down.
Oh, fuck all that!
Oh, no.
That's like,
you do see him doing all those flips, and they land.
That's good organ donor shit right there.
Yeah. This guy landed
an organ left.
Liquefied.
You know, and I used to be pretty good on a motorcycle. I remember I could do like a no hand jump. I could ride a wheelie pretty far. But these guys are just, you know.
You did motocross.
I ran motocross, and I ran like amateur level supercross for a little while when I was young.
What about Bicycle World? You ever go to Bicycle World?
Bicycle? Where's Bicycle?
I have no idea.
How?
Oh yeah, that's the place you went to see if they could do.
No, that was
they have a
bike store.
track in there.
Oh yeah, I saw the track, but I ain't riding that. No,
yeah,
I'm too old, man. There. I got hurt
when you were younger.
Yeah, but so I have this thing. You ever seen a drift trike? You know what this is?
Oh my god, this thing was so cool.
It's a big wheel for adults, and the one I have is not gas powered or electric powered, which I would have loved. But mine's an old school gravity pedal drift trike. It's a hill kicker too. Yes.
It's a giant tricycle for adults. That
I would love
slides
to get them
around.
as a
I
sponsor.
remember
Unfortunately, they
big
went out of
wheels,
business.
right?
Yes.
Um,
It's like the Green Machine, but like a tricycle version of the Green Machine.
so basically, it's got handlebars and a front wheel like a regular bicycle, and your pedals are on your front wheel. It has a free wheel, so you don't have to keep pedaling like you would on a little kid tricycle. And it's got plastic back wheels, and that you take it down roads as fast as you can go and drift like in the movie Tokyo Drift with it, and you can literally
You don't have to hit
spin
the,
around and
remember
there's no brake on this, but you don't need it.
No,
All you
no.
have to do is just move your butt like
But
an
I
inch.
ate the shit on it like a few times. Like I drifted sideways and the whole bike tumbled over, including myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
We were out there with smoke grenades, drifted on this thing. Oh
Dude, I
my
made
God,
so
it
many
was
videos
so
of this thing. So what I
fun.
did was I took the whole thing and I lit it up with EV wire. So it had like I outlined the frame, so it looked like a Tron bike and all that. And then I had the purge mask, and I used to go ride it around South Amboy at night.
Yeah,
What about putting the card
in the
blank on it,
spokes.
In the spokes.
So,
right?
That's
or you put your tennis balls in the spokes. What was the point of that? Do you remember? Did you do that? Did you do that? You put your
I don't.
I think
put
that's
the
it. That's
like a
card-
Philly
the card
thing.
when I was a kid, but not the tennis ball.
Yeah, we put tennis balls in our spokes when we were kids. What?
Yeah, that's,
Oh my god.
What?
See, she's got these Philly isms that I can't get past. Like that, the tennis ball. That's a new one I haven't heard. The other one
Shit canned.
was
When you get drunk, you get shit canned.
Oh.
See, he can't stand when I say that. That's like a
Shit
Philly
canned?
thing.
Philly. I've only
Yeah.
actually,
Shit.
I've only been to Philly like
Yeah, it's nothing
4 times
special.
in my whole life.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
It's
I'm
not-
from the
it's not that
outside
bad.
suburbs called Delaware County. If you are not from Pennsylvania, please don't visit Delaware County. I'm sorry if you people listening are from Delco, because I know a lot of my friends are. It is yeah, it's
Are you? So you're. Do you remember a place in Wilkesboro called the Factory?
yeah. I went to school in Scranton. I went to college
Dude,
in Scranton.
I got
Tore
my
up?
ass- I got my ass kicked.
he's like, I got my ass kicked.
I mean, really bad. Me and my buddy, it was bad.
He's like,
Yes.
it was-
Yes,
And,
I remember that. And I took him up to Scranton a few times, and
Yo, all right, I got to interrupt, and we're going on this tangent
What?
because I have to. So this is the coolest gift ever for our first anniversary.
How
My
long have you
wife-
guys been married?
we'll be married 3 years.
How many years, Ange?
3. I said
Oh,
3.
that's-
We have a giant poster of she's real big into Tim Burton, so I had a poster made that says we were meant to be together, and it has Jack and Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas, and
our
then it
wedding
says the
date.
Bazas and our marriage date underneath it. And I made it like a movie, like one of those, like a coming soon poster.
Tell them where I took you on our first wedding anniversary.
So our first wedding anniversary, she takes me to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna get into the pizza in Scranton in a second because I don't know if you guys have ever had what is it called, Old Forge style pizza.
Yeah,
It's interesting. It's American cheese
on
it.
pizza.
It's weird.
I'm so hungry right now. I definitely try that. But
It's
I
it
It
gets
wasn't
stuck
bad.
to the roof of your mouth, and it definitely will give you burns in your mouth.
But anyway, so she took me there to stay in a hotel.
The Lackawanna Radisson, which
Which-
is an old 1930s.
So the building was originally a train station for the Civil War, right? And wait, they had a morgue in the basement. There was a morgue in the basement. I'm gonna run this by you one more time. There was a fucking morgue and tunnels, escape tunnels in the basement. So we stay there overnight.
and it's haunted, and they don't give people tours.
And wait, listen, I'm not making up that it's haunted. Check it out. It's this simple, right? They will not take anybody to go see any of the freaky shit because they're so afraid of somebody getting hurt. And I looked it up online. Apparently, the Chicago Bulls have it in their rider since Jordan was like a rookie.
that they can't.
They
stay
will
there.
not stay at
They
that
won't stay at
hotel
that
because
hotel.
it was so haunted.
Yeah.
So of course we have to stay there. So we stay. They upgrade us to the suite because it's our anniversary, even though we're poor as fuck. And the next morning, I'm bullshitting with the security guard about the whole thing, and I'm sitting outside. I'm smoking. I'm like, you want some? And, he was like, I can't work, and I was talking about how I'm obsessed with haunted stuff, and it's our anniversary, and he's like, do you want to go down? Do I want to go? You can't ask me some shit like that. I'm
So we
like,
got to go down.
so I got to go
Ooh.
down into the Civil War
bunker. It was in a
bunker
bunker. Yeah.
with the hidden tunnels and the morgue, a hotel with a morgue. I've never seen
morgue
them, and it was and
Had old shoes from the Civil War soldiers, and it still smelled like death inside.
yeah. So that's the crazy part. We work healthcare, man. So like, there's a smell to death, and if you
The
work
sweet,
healthcare, you know
sweet smell of
exactly
death.
what I'm talking about. And that fucking, they said that
It doesn't go
Radisson's
away.
owned it since like the 50s.
No,
and
the
it's still
30s.
since the 30s.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the hotel. It's been a hotel since the 30s.
Yes.
So it's been a hotel since the 30s, and it still smells like death down there.
Yeah.
Like-
And they're like, you don't stay in this room for very long because then you start to get sick for some reason. And we're like, okay, we're good. Let's go.
Apparently, though, they said that the shit doesn't fly off the walls in any rooms except for the ones that they don't rent out anymore.
It's an interesting story.
That was like Dances with Wolves. Remember when he was in the beginning when he was going across and his feet were wrecked. Then he was on the. Do you remember Dances with Wolves?
No, I know
Sorry,
Kevin
never seen
Costner was
it.
in it.
Oh.
I've never
Costner was
seen
in
it.
it?
Yeah, he was in it.
So his feet were so bad that he just said, "The hell with it. I'm not. If I'm going to get my feet cut off, I'm going to just take the horse and run across and have, the north and the south." And they were shooting at him. And he somehow what he did was he caused his side to come across and take over the hill or whatever it was. And the general said, he's like, "Please don't take my feet." You know what I mean? Don't take my feet. And the general said, "Call my ambulance." I mean, talking, not World War.
They come in a horse.
That was
and
the Civil War. One of the wars.
There's no ambulance. They just come up. They're like,
A horse.
got to put it down.
You're not going to lose your feet. You know what I mean? Because the general's ambulance came. You know what I mean? But if it was just a normal, he would have had both of his feet cut off. You know what I mean? So they saved his feet. That's how it's.
His feet.
You guys should watch Dances with Wolves. It's pretty long.
This is Movie Critic by Johnny. We're gonna do this segment too now.
Smoke a little hooch and watch Dances with Wolves.
What's the other
Yeah, and then
one?
you can worry about your feet all night.
I the whole time he's telling me that movie though, for some reason that other movie from the 80s with Patrick Swayze.
What are you talking about? What movie are you talking
Dirty
about?
Dancing?
It was stuck in my head because I don't know why. Because they're both 80s as fuck, and one of them.
Okay, Dances with
I
Wolves is
know,
like a
man, but
primitive
could you
movie,
imagine
and
if
then
you mixed
Patrick
the-
Swayze shaking his ass?
Well, you have Dirty Dancing, and then you have
Dirty
then you
Dancing
have-
with Wolves?
Dirty
Yeah,
Dancing
Red
with
Dawn,
Wolves.
right? He did Red Dawn and Dirty Dancing kind of around the same
Yeah,
time.
he did.
Two different movies, right?
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
right? You
And
showed
then
me. What was that
Roadhouse.
movie you
What about
made?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Roadhouse comes on every Saturday when I work on Country Music Channel.
Here's a fact for everybody.
Patients need to watch it.
That's a good movie.
Here's a fun EMS fact for everybody. The security officers at every hospital in the entire world watch Roadhouse on repeat while they're not walking the floors.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah, so they can
The,
roundhouse everybody.
Just like at fire departments, it's backdraft on repeat, just all day, every day. Kurt Russell, no more
I
sirens.
remember Backdraft. That was
That's a
pretty
good
That was decent.
movie. He won't watch it. I'll put it on. Be like, turn it off.
It's
Turn
so
it off. It's so
stupid.
stupid.
It wasn't my favorite Kurt Russell. I mean, it was. What is my favorite Kurt Russell?
I like
Tango and
Over-
Cash, all day
Overboard.
long.
I like
son.
Overboard.
That was good. That was good. But I'd have to go with The Thing, right?
It's the thing, boss.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Thing?
yeah,
Only
You
one
think
right
so?
answer here.
yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Or how about Escape from New York?
Oh, fuck.
Yes, yes.
See?
What's the
Not
trucker
bad.
one?
See?
Not bad. Definitely not bad. What about
You know what I'm talking about? Where his wife gets
Oh,
kidnapped?
No Trouble in Little China?
No.
Yes, Big Trouble in Little
Not
China
Big
is
Trouble
such a
with
good
Ange.
movie.
What's the one with the truck that we just watched?
Oh,
With
oh
the-
my God.
Bad guy, right?
No, he's a good guy. He's driving a red SUV.
He's driving a red Jeep. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh,
Grand
that's,
Cherokee.
He can't find his wife. They took
Yeah,
his
they
wife.
took his
So,
wife.
all right. So fun story about this.
Breakdown.
Breakdown.
So
There
fun
you
story
go.
about this movie is though that he's wearing one of those like bullshit like Aztec sweaters from the 90s. Dude, I watched this movie one time 3 months ago. I made her buy me like 26 1990s Aztec sweaters. I have them
wear them around the
everywhere
house.
at my house now.
He played that was pretty good. I don't know why they wanted to they chose him. The one guy was like acting like he was like special, and then all of a sudden, the guy was like, "You looking for you wife?"
Yeah.
He winds up being a badass.
Yeah,
He smashes him in the
badass.
teeth.
So yeah, no,
I love that
but
movie.
What about Tombstone?
Tombstone's a good
movie.
one. That's where Val Kilmer looks like he's got like
Well, he is.
he's
He has-
death. He's got
He has something.
consumption, which
Yeah,
is TB.
he's hurting, but
Yeah.
he's still talking
Death
shit.
Proof is yes.
Death-
I'll
Death
take
Proof?
Death Proof.
No, Death Proof.
Yo,
Is,
Quentin Tarantino.
who was it what's he
Robert
directing?
Rodriguez.
He's doing episodes of something that's coming
I
out.
don't know what you know.
Oh,
Justified.
Justified.
That's it.
So I'm obsessed with this show, Justified, and I have no idea why. I don't care about the Wild Wild West. I could give a shit about living down south. I don't like cowboys, but Timothy Olyphant as a sheriff or whatever he is, what is it, marshal? As a marshal is golden. She showed me the show originally, like 4 years ago.
I like it.
I
showed you a
binge
few
watched
good shows.
every season,
It took him like 6 weeks.
but like nonstop. Like I didn't
That's good.
leave
We're
my
talking about-
house.
We're talking about movies, right? That's
Yeah,
that's what-
I am a IMDb nerd.
She's a
Wait, we should
walking.
cinephile.
Should we move to View Askew or
We could.
Well, We will. Hold on. So they're bringing back Justified. You can see it's all over the internet. And Quentin Tarantino is going to direct some of the
But
episodes.
is it going to be on Netflix and just straight Netflix, or is it just going to be on FX? Because I feel like if he directs it, it's going to be violent. And it's XFS. What was what?
That's why it's like FX. It's not the regular one. It's like the FXXXQ, whatever the fuck.
All right, so here, what's
Squared.
your favorite View Askew movie?
If these that's
You better
all
say
cast-
one.
that's
Yeah.
all cast movies? Well, if you said my favorite Ben Affleck movie, I was going to say The Town.
Dude,
Oh,
no shit.
dude.
It's like
You
my
gotta
favorite
see the
movie.
unrated version. It is my absolute favorite. So good.
But my favorite Kev movie is Strike Back.
You think so?
Yeah, that one still makes me laugh a little bit.
I have two. I have Dogma, which is my absolute favorite, and my second is
Dogma was-
my second is Tusk. I'm sorry. I love
Tusk. Yeah, that was wild.
That was such
I made him watch it, and he was like,
a cinematic
what
masterpiece.
like just watch it again. It'll get
No,
to
I
you.
really do. I ask her. I honestly love it. I watch it pretty
But
regularly.
what's your favorite one?
What's my favorite movie? The one
Yeah.
that you won't ever let me watch.
What?
The one he's in, the Finger Cuffs movie, bruh.
Chasing Amy?
Yeah. That originally that was my favorite Kevin
Classic-
Smith movie.
that's a classic movie.
It's a
It really
classic
is.
movie.
It was a good pick.
But what's your favorite movie of all time, though?
I would have to.
Oh.
I would have to. You know what?
His fucking head just exploded, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, I think it would be like An American Wolf in London.
You think so?
Wow,
That's
you
a
went
good one.
way
You're
off
old
base. I would have never
school.
guessed.
That movie, like when I saw that, my dad, that was 1981. I was 10 years old. My dad took, my sister was a little older, 2 years older. He took us to the movies to see that, and my mother was like, "You sure you should bring a 10 and a 12-year-old to see that?" And he took us, and yeah, that movie was just, and I must have watched it 100 times in my life, and yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
dig it.
Mine is
Aliens, the second Aliens is one of my favorites.
You know what I'm going to say, probably. Walking Tall with The Rock. I love
was-
that
that was-
version
that
of
was
that
good.
movie.
That was
It's a
good.
good movie. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about best movie
so
ever.
many times. It's
The
nauseating.
Rundown. I thought
The Rundown's a
was
good one. Yes. Yes. What is your favorite movie of all time?
It's not
You
even,
got like 3 of them.
okay, but there's one in particular.
What's the one in particular?
You know what it is.
There's like 3 of them. But Johnny Five?
It's literally my logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short Circuit
Short
2,
Circuit,
which I
yeah.
hate to admit, under any
Short
circum.
Circuit 2?
I love that.
Yes, the
fucking
second
movie.
one.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it is about it, man. I absolutely
He
love
watches it so many times that our kid watches it. And
and runs around the house going, "Los locos, kick your ass."
and that's what holding
I
out from
think
a
I only
hero
saw the
is in.
first one.
So that's
The
why.
first one's it's got Steve Gutenberg in it in the first one.
What about what the hell was I gonna say? Well, you have then you'd have to talk about horror, you'd have to talk about comedy, you'd have to talk about The Wedding Crashers was kind of funny, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy was fun.
Dumb and Dumber, if you really.
genres. Where
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
your
you'd have to
favorite
do,
movie?
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror? What's your favorite comedy? Favorite animated movie? Yeah.
I liked Ricky Bobby.
Talladega Nights.
Oh my
I wake up in the
God.
morning and I piss excellence.
Yeah, that was,
Um,
and then there was one with The Rock, and he was with Kevin Hart. And he
Oh
was,
my god, what movie
Oh,
was
that's that
When he was-
spy
Yes.
movie.
In the
Yes.
beginning, when the guy was like, he just takes the seat, and Kevin Hart's like, "Yo, man," he's like, "That seat's taken, man. You can't take that seat." And the dude's like, Kevin Hart's like, that's all. And the dude was just, and The Rock was like, "I hate bullies," and he just wrecked
Central
him.
Intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah. That was.
Ladies and gentlemen, our amazing
not my favorite,
technician,
but that was
Christian.
He fills in the gaps for us.
Yes, he fills in the gaps. Ernie fills in the gaps. You guys could feel free to fill in the gaps. I can't fucking talk tonight.
Yeah.
Um,
At least you didn't say Sister Steve.
this is Scuba Steve.
Yes, Sister Steve. And nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
What about? Oh, then you could just say like Adam Sandler movies. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. So when he first started
Oh,
making
no.
videos
Oh,
on TikTok
no.
and he had his first name before he got banned the first time, he had a really big
We're
following.
probably gonna
And
get banned tonight.
We're not getting
everybody
banned.
used to tell him he looked like Adam Sandler. And
Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a.
If I put the hat on and whatnot, I mean, I can see it. I don't know if I see it that much to where it's like that type of thing, but yeah, no, I think we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 messages in the first 8 videos I've ever made on TikTok
Oh,
being like,
you should do
look like
Adam
Sandler. I'm
Sandler.
like,
You
I
look
don't-
like Adam Sandler.
Well, I'm working out and and I'm still on a diet, so I'm gonna be in.
Looking like
some
Adam
kind
Sandler.
But by the summertime, I'm gonna be. I can sit here with a guinea tea on. You know what I mean? Maybe. I'm not tatted up.
Can you get a black guinea tea though?
I don't have any tattoos. Man.
And then he cuts the garlic with razor blades, so
I've
it's
never-
paper
We'll give you some
thin.
tattoos. We'll send you to a
I've never-
tattoo guy.
I've never been married. I don't have any
Yo.
tattoos. I think I am a nerd. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm a nerd.
You are a nerd.
Yeah, I didn't get my first tattoo till I was 37.
Yeah, and it was a defining moment in our family and relationship dynamic.
Yeah, it was.
How'd
My,
that go
my
for you?
parents almost disowned me because they said that I embarrassed them,
No.
and I said
tattoo.
Yeah,
oh,
no tattoos.
I embarrass them, and that I make them look bad. I said I'm a
Wait,
career.
wait, I'm gonna stop it
I
right
am
there.
a career nurse. How am I embarrassing you and making you look
It's
bad?
not easy.
So,
It's not easy
Yo.
to be a nurse or to become a nurse.
and it's my Tim Burton tattoo that everybody.
But yo, you want to hear something crazy though, man? Like, and I give her so much credit because the overbearing in-laws, overbearing parent, that's a rough one to get over. And I know from previous relationships, when I met them, I knew it was going to be like that.
Yes,
But the reality of it is that what does my little badass over here do?
I get more tattoos. I got them here. I got them here. I got them here. I got them here. I got here. Yeah. And more piercings and everything else. Yeah, I just kind of went the whole opposite way of that.
Real quick, I want to tell you guys about. I have a coworker and a friend of mine whose wife just did a book, and I promised them that I would mention it because it does look like it's going to be pretty badass. So hold on, let me just try to get everything loaded up on my phone. I don't have the.
You just blew it.
I blew it, man.
You blew it.
Doesn't matter. This is gonna make it's a sci-fi book, and it looks like it's actually really, really cool. Here we go. I had to find his text message.
Oh boy.
So
Title, Made
the
from
title is
Magic.
Made from Magic by Marianne A. Scott. And
Is it available on Amazon?
it's going to be releasing this week, I believe. So make sure you check her stuff
It's like a
out.
fantasy novel.
It is it's a sci-fi it's Made in Magic is the first book in the Made in Magic series. It is a new adult contemporary fantasy romance featuring a strong
What did I say? I
female
said fantasy.
protagonist. All right, well, you're smart, and I have to try to adjust all these big ass words in my head so I don't sound
Sister Steve.
like Scooby Steve. Strong female protagonist who knows she's the shit, and a male love interest who would literally burn the world for her.
I see some spicy romance.
Contains
in
adult
there.
situations, including violence and spicy romance.
Spicy romance.
Spicy
From
romance.
Sister Steve. That's
Slap
gonna
in
be
your
all-
face, man.
It's gonna be all night.
Not in the same chapter for the most part. Great for fans of Court of Thorns and Roses and From Blood and Ash, 18 and up.
All right.
Make
so
sure you check
check it
out Marianne A. Scott. It should be available on Amazon soon. And thank you
Made
guys.
from Magic.
Made from Magic.
Check it
So-
out.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
check it out.
It's a recommendation from the Good Soup live.
yes. I
Recommendation.
like recommendations. We should get more of those. If you have recommendations, please send them in so we can give you a shout out.
This show is brought to you by Heady Candles. You can check them out at headycandles.com. 20% off if you use Good Soup. And if you don't know who Heady Candles is, you should be watching this live stream all the
Follow
way
them on
through.
Facebook. Check out their webpage. They also have Bucky's Odor Eliminators, which is the other part of that company. And it is their room sprays are amazing. Where is it?
Shure microphones, Zoom, the Smod Castle, everyone at View Askew. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank
We
you.
try. We try.
And I did say that we would have Christian play the video one more time. So here is our new theme song, and that is by Title Holder, the Good Soup live stream.
Nice.
Good soup live. All I ever think about is good soup live. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs. Where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The good soup live. All I ever think about is good soup live. Wonder what they'll talk about. Then again, ginger snaps, finger cuffs. Where you at? Straight out of New Jersey. The good soup live.
The Good Soup is live at the one and only Smod Castle in Leonardo, New Jersey.